Brian, I'm sorry, man. I forgot to cite it, man. Let me cite it clearly now. Kerry Phillips, Doctor of Law and a Master's in Taxation in 2014 says the annual cost of death penalty in the state of California is $137 million compared to the cost of lifetime incarceration, which is $11.5 million. That's Kerry Phillips, a Doctor of Law, Master in Taxation. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. So as of October 2016, there were 2,902 people put on death row in the U.S., says the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund. That's 2,902 people, which is an average of 1 million extra for each person, making it 2.9 billion that we spend on putting people on death row. He gives us an alternative to, hanging them instead of using lethal injection. That's only 100%. I mean, that's only $100 saved per people. You would be saving what? 29,000 of 2.9 billion. That's it. That's all you're saving. Come on. There's still 2.8 billion that you're spending on that you shouldn't be spending because of death row. Also, he says that we're giving that doing the death penalty gives closure to families. Like I had already stated, with like I had already stated with I had already stated though that the trials for the death penalty are longer, and giving closure, it gives closure to the family that if you kill them, they're okay now. But it doesn't, since they're longer. Like there's a lot more trials in this, meaning that the family finds out there's another trial for his sentence, so the family has to go again. And then 10 years later, there's another trial, so the family goes again. So the family's never gonna get over it by extending the trial. That doesn't give closure to the family. That just keeps on reminding them that this victim is, this criminal is still trying to be innocent for what he did, rather than just locking him up and forgetting about him, and then the family can move on. Also, they say that doing the death penalty, if we keep the death penalty, it will make people it will deter crime, meaning that it will retain people from committing crime. And I like to say that the U.S. Court of Appeals Judge Haddon Lee Sorokin says people do not contemplate murder. Like people do not sit around the kitchen and contemplate murder, saying, "Oh, look, if I do this, I'm gonna get a death penalty, or I'm gonna stay life in prison." No, they just do it. Like they try to get away with it. They don't think about the death penalty or being locked up forever. They just think about getting away with it. So that also isn't a way to deter crime. And also our former president Jimmy Carter says in 2012 that southern states carry out more than 80% of executions, but have a higher murder rate than any other region. Texas has by far the most executions, but its homicide rate is twice of Wisconsin, the first state to abolish the death penalty. He also says that the homicide rate is at least 5 times greater in the U.S. than in any Western European country, all without the death penalty. So that it does not deter crime. Thank you.